So this dimension that's patiently waiting for you to be recognized is your soul, your subconscious. That's where your soul purpose is. That's the place between two thoughts. That's the state of freedom. That's so-called moksha, where you're literally uh, choosing what you want to think, what you want to feel. Thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic, and this is coherence. So when your brain and heart are coherent, you are literally manifesting through the 4D. 4D is what? Perfect conditions. Jesus spoke about this when he said, "My yoke is easy, my burden is light." When you get to the 4D, your burdens are not your burdens anymore. Whenever something pops up that wants to torture you emotionally or mentally, or self-sabotaging beliefs or self-sabotaging mind activities, you just say, I feel it and I leave it and I let go. I cast all my burdens on Christ inside me. That's what I do. My burdens are no longer my burdens. I cast all my burdens on Christ inside me. Wanting, hoping, just delays whatever it is that you wish for yourself. So from wishful thinking, uh, retrain yourself to put yourself into knowing. Uh, as Neil Donald Walsh would say, whatever it is that you need, you can either have it now or remain in a state of needing forever. Even Jesus said that in terms of prayer, whatever it is that you want, believe and feel that you have it now or forever want it. Also, Neil Donald Walsh said that God knows only one word, and that word is yes. So if you say, I'm a failure, God says yes. If you say, this will never work out for me, God says, yes, it will never work out for you. If you say, I'm unworthy, I'm unhappy, things never work out for me, God says, yes, you're right. If you say, I need more money, God says, yes, you need more money. Here are the reasons and more experiences for you to need more money. But when you finally realize how your declarations work, you then change your story. And you, instead of saying, I never have enough, you have, I am abundant in nature. I am daughter of the King. My rich Father now and forever pours his wealth and his riches upon me. Also, great thing to affirm is, I am now and always open and willing to receive all abundance that others are not ready to receive. Why is this so powerful? Because many people are not ready to receive because of that deep inner feeling that they are unworthy, because of that deep inner feeling of guilt, shame, and all other blocks. Most and many people still don't have that inner knowing and belief that they are worthy of all the best that life has to offer. Simply, no matter what you tell to them, no matter how you try to convince them, you are worthy, you're God's highest form of creation. I know how that unfamiliar felt for me when I started on this journey 50 years ago. I remember that when I first heard Esther, I thought that she's some rich, crazy lady who just has access to some good, I don't know, good things that use for some good addictive things, if you know what I'm saying. I just couldn't believe it. also when I heard you're God's highest form of creation, I left so hard with that previous beliefs that I had, which were lack, which were struggle, which were grinding, which were pushing, which were running, which were chasing, which were literally putting myself last, which were if you don't struggle, you will never achieve. And someone came and told me, you are worthy and you're God's highest form of creation, and your desires are your destiny. And you don't have to chase, you just have to allow and attract. I thought literally that those people are on drugs, or they are in some kind of, I don't know, uh, real, religion that is not proper or something like that. It took me time to rewire my brain and to brainwash myself again to be in that pure state of heart and mind as I used to be when I was a child. Even in newspaper when I was first grade, they had article with my work. I remember that the subject was what was my dream, and my dream was I still keep that article from the newspapers. My dream was that I was flying like the eagle, and I was literally 10 minutes ago to walk with my dog, and eagles always appear in my everyday life as a reminder that part of me is walking and part of me is flying. I'm grounded to the earth, but I'm also connected to the universal power. This now, me speaking here, is just allowing spirit to speak through me. I never prepare. I don't have time to prepare. I don't even want to do that. I'm here with my raw story and how I shifted from someone who didn't believe in nothing of this, what I, with my back then perspective, thought was woo woo shit and new age BS and something that people just speak about to, I don't know, sell courses or to sell me their books and so on and so forth. But from someone who was so deep in all old core negative beliefs, I just made the decision that I will now be someone who lives their life. Even if that's 5 more years or 50 more years, I don't give a fuck. I want to live my life from a place of power because I know how it feels and how awful it can be to live your life from a primal state of being, to literally go through every day and every experience with that void inside, that no matter where you go, no matter what you buy, no matter what you do, no matter how beautiful the weather is, no matter how everyone around you are good, literally that void is eating your soul. That's how it feels to live your life from a primal state of being. And my inner knowing and my inner child did everything to don't buy into societal brainwashing. But I don't know, when I think about that now, I think that they brainwashed me around my, I don't know, 10th or 11th year, and that's the reason why when I was 18 I struggled with extreme eating disorder. I almost died even back then because I now know that was my psychological problem, and I was losing my appetite for life because my inner child was so alive and so full of knowing how things should work that I couldn't deal with that brainwashing from the world. And uh, article from my first grade was that is literally higher perspective. Literally, it was not long, maybe 7, 8 sentences. I was just 7 years old. But even then, I knew how higher perspective works. Through the grace of God and through my willingness to rewire my brain, to brainwash myself again, to say, wait a minute, if all these people who are something that I would love to know. I remember when first hearing about the law of attraction and that you can manifest whatever it is that you want, I didn't ask for nothing material, because I even back then knew many rich people who had everything and have everything still, but they didn't find a way to make peace with the void. I remember it was 7 years or 8 years ago when I first heard you can have and ask and get whatever it is that you want. I asked for knowledge. I asked to know everything that those people know. I asked for that freedom because I heard in their voice something that resonated deeply with that void. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna live. And I literally did that. I went to isolation. My parents were worried. They thought that I lost my mind. But in that isolation, I was like a sponge learning. I was more and more resonating with what these people who went through the journey of the void are speaking. So follow your voice, listen to your subconscious. Your subconscious is your soul. In your soul is your purpose. No matter the entire world if is against you now, follow your soul, follow your heart. It has knowing, it has weapons.